It appears certain from the events that wrapped up last night's SmackDown that Cody Rhodes will take on Drew McIntyre at WWE Clash in Paris later this month. This matchup has fans buzzing with excitement, as both wrestlers are known for their incredible in-ring skills and charismatic personalities. The anticipation for this showdown is building, and it promises to be a highlight of the event, given that it was obvious that Cody would be reclaiming the title from John Cena at SummerSlam and that SmackDown lacked the top heels to collaborate with Rhodes as WWE Champion. An entire Rhodes feud has been hinted at on WWE TV in the past and has long been the obvious choice when the Undisputed WWE Championship is at stake. What if Drew surprises Cody with a fight in Paris and becomes the first and last contender in this title reign, only for it to lead to something greater, considering the dearth of genuine challengers for the title on the road? Right now, Cody Rhodes vs. Randy Orton is probably the biggest feud we can see on SmackDown. Orton's popularity in the ring and in promotional work has kept him a babyface for the longest time, and he has been having the best run of his career as a babyface. It's obvious, though, that Randy Orton will eventually turn tail and that a feud between him and Cody Rhodes is unavoidable. And even while it appears straightforward in this instance, when the Apex Predator turns on the American Nightmare to initiate a possible feud of the decade contender, it might be much more. There are two options. The Viper risks losing the title itself if Randy Orton betrays Cody Rhodes as champion and starts a rivalry for the Undisputed WWE Championship. However, considering the Viper's search for number 15, the former could make more sense from his point of view. It might not make much sense for the two to hold the championship image hostage until WrestleMania if DIB intends to truly exploit this feud and prolong it across several months and phases, like they have done with CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Similar to Punk Rollins, the championship may or may not be at stake in this feud. Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes could win the WWE Championship at some point, possibly establishing a championship war in time for WrestleMania. Orton's costing Rhodes a Clash in Paris would enable the start of Phase 1. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre might once more receive the respect he merits. As the undisputed WWE Champion and one of the best women on the company's Heat roster, McIntyre has a lot of options besides working with Rhodes and Orton. She could engage in feuds with LA Knight and Sami Zayn, who might be traded to SmackDown following last night's events. The highlight of this year's WarGames, though, would have to be Orton's heel turn and McIntyre's ascent to his proper position, the build-up to which could in some way surpass 2023 and 2024 and rank among the most prestigious events ever. Seth Rollins and his team are clearly taking advantage of the enormous egos of Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and LA Knight on Raw. This is especially true now that the Architect is the World Heavyweight Champion, which is causing a slow burn and an unlikely alliance of Feluta's biggest anti-heroic lone wolves, given their past with Rollins on the other side and Reigns, Punk, and even Knight to some extent on the babyface side. John Cena and Cody Rhodes have been rumored to be on that team. In a very similar vein, Randy Orton and Drew Miller joining with Seth Rollins would also make total sense considering their history with the World Heavyweight Champion on their home team and their history with John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes, who may stand across from them. Even though it isn't immediately apparent, the path to the WarGames has already started, and while the outline is plain, it is still captivating. It all comes down to AAA's long-term contract, FUW's main event talent's unparalleled storytelling skills, and their tremendous star power. A few moving parts, such as Jey Uso, Logan Paul, Sami Zayn, and others, might be able to get involved in WarGames and free up some of these well-known athletes to work on other projects. However, if Orton turns heel in a mess and holds the title, the direction might be, we will probably see the undisputed WWE Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion inside WarGames this year, either as allies or adversaries. Regardless of who is the champion going into Survivor Series, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, or Cody Rhodes. Over the past year, Cody Rhodes has been one of WWE's most reliable main event attractions, proudly holding the company's top championship and putting on top-notch battles on the largest stages. Cody Rhodes has been positioned as the heroic face of WWE ever since he finished his quest in the story at WrestleMania-worthy by defeating Roman Reigns. But since the WWE title is now scheduled to be defended at Clash in Paris, rumors have started to circulate that his reign would come to a quick and startling end, not because of a formidable opponent, but rather because of a devastating betrayal from someone he views as a real-life buddy. The old-fashioned narrative device of friendship degenerating into acrimonious competition is all too familiar to wrestling fans, and there is a long history of such incidents in WWE. From Seth Rollins slapping Roman Reigns with a steel chair during the Shield's dramatic split to Shawn Michaels hurling Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window. For Cody Rhodes, betrayal angles frequently serve as famous turning points. A moment like that would have consequences for one's career and personal life. According to the claims, Cody may face backlash from a loyal ally in Paris who has accompanied him on trips, shared locker rooms, and possibly even shared in his victories. The rumors alone have sent the WWE Universe into a frenzy. Even though nothing is confirmed, Tilly may decide to take advantage of this unique global momentum by making a startling detour that supporters will remember for years to come. Imagine the visual of Cody moments away from retaining his title after a tough battle, suddenly stunned by someone he never anticipated coming. In addition to the WB Big Universe, the emotional weight of such a betrayal may solidify Turner's reputation as one of the most hated villains in modern history. Who could this real-life friend be? That is still the most important question. We have credible individuals who meet the requirements. Jey Uso, a man who has developed a close relationship with Cody in recent months, is one potential. On and off screen, their friendship has been clear. However, Jade has already stated unequivocally that winning a championship is always an inspiration. Kevin Owens is another potential candidate. He and Cody have a sincere admiration for one another and are frequently spotted together on promotional tours and backstage. Owens is an expert at portraying both heroes and villains, and a well-thought-out treachery in Paris would immediately give his character new life. The wildcard choice comes next. A character from Cody's past who is not a Delu Debo veteran or an old friend from the indie circuit may be included for the twist, giving the plot more authenticity. An insult from someone who actually knows Cody personally might be a gut punch that seems genuine because WWE has been making it harder to tell fact from fiction lately. The timing of such a betrayal might make perfect sense from the perspective of booking. Even though Cody is still well-liked, his reign runs the risk of being cliched if he wins every title defense. Billy may add new drama to the championship picture by bringing in a startling heel turn from a reliable ally. Could lead to a months-long feud that ends with a big bout at a future large event, like Survivor Series or possibly WrestleMania-42. Because of the conflict's personal character as well as the championship stakes, fans would be emotionally invested. There are countless stories that could be told. The betrayer may have been motivated by jealousy, impatience, or the conviction that, now that he is at the top, Cody has forgotten the hardship of vying for the championship. They might say that he forgot the ties that brought him to where he is now. Just the advertisements would be must-watch TV, bursting with genuine passion and possibly drawing from the two men's true past. Cody might not be the only person impacted by the fallout from such a transgression. It might cause other superstars to take sides, splinter alliances within the locker room, and have repercussions that influence WWE programming for months. Might be one of those instances that fans remember as the starting point for several story arcs, since WWE enjoys long-term storytelling when done right, with the real-life friend angle hinted at but not fully realized until later. Teledevi may also choose to maintain Cody's rule in Paris. An even greater reward may result from sowing seeds now and allowing them to mature. Even a hint of betrayal might have the same impact as the actual act. The potential for a personal betrayal ultimately adds an intriguing element to Cody Rhodes' championship ride. Regardless of whether he loses the WWE title at Clash in Paris or lives to fight another day, it draws on one of wrestling's most powerful stories, which is that the people we trust the most can cause the most agonizing injuries rather than our adversaries. It may restructure the main event atmosphere, redefine Cody's reign, and remind fans why they fell in love with wrestling's unpredictable drama in the first place. If Louis does pull the trigger on such a startling moment in France, we appreciate you seeing this video, and for additional updates, please subscribe to our official WWE YouTube channel.